So people have been asking me when I'm finally going to get a haircut, and the answer is when the sun burns out of the sky. What's up, you guys? Welcome to my happy place. So my favorite thing to do academically is writing papers. It's something that's always come very easily to me. And one of my favorite papers that I've ever written was written on Romeo and Juliet. To be honest, it was kind of a fluff piece. I didn't really do a lot of research because I don't tend to do a lot of research for papers. But it was a lot of me just shoving all my thoughts on a topic into the paper. It got a good grade, but the topic I discussed was something that actually is of interest to me. The title of the paper, as will probably also be the title of this video, Love versus Infatuation. Because I think those of us who know the story of Romeo and Juliet should realize that it's not necessarily love. Love is one thing and infatuation is another, and there are overlapping elements to both, but they are not the same thing. In the paper I discussed this difference in reference to and in the context of Romeo and Juliet, but I think that it also applies to the world at large. Infatuation is a gut feeling. It is almost instinct. Infatuation is something that you feel so passionately, and you don't really know why, but it doesn't really matter, because you've just built up an image of a person that is just so perfect. Love at first sight is a form of infatuation, and that's not to say that infatuation can't turn into real, genuine love, but it is to say that it's not the same thing. I guess one could argue that infatuation is a form of love, but it's a form of love that's not really based in anything concrete, which, while not really invalidating it, does make it dangerous. When you build up an image of somebody that is so strong that you can't be wavered from that image, you fail to see their faults. Whereas love is something that is developed over time and through contact and connection and communication. True love involves seeing the faults of a person and accepting them for what they are, not just seeing somebody as perfect. Infatuation blinds you and leads you astray, as opposed to love, which can help you genuinely improve. I think a lot of people really miss the mark on this one, because seeing them as the same thing or mistakenly assuming one for the other can be harmful to you. Genuinely. It's just my thoughts on the topic, and I think it's an interesting dichotomy. I'm not a therapist, and I'm no expert on the topic, so I don't really have any right to dictate what is or is not true human emotion. But there definitely is a difference, and I think it's important to note that for yourself. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if you feel like it was relevant to anyone or anything. From my happy place, I'm Zach. Now go away.